Well, hello, everyone. This is Shantae, aka Shanteezy on Twitter and Instagram, or just simply just Shantae Berry. So I am here with a very short episode of my analysis because we all know it's Thanksgiving in the next 16 minutes, and everybody's going to have getting ready for Turkey Day or getting ready for some festivities, even though I'm about to get into that because you shouldn't be doing it. But I'm going to hit off with the coronavirus numbers because these numbers are very telling. So here it is. According to the Johns Hopkins website, coronavirus.jhu.edu, we have 60 million, I'm about to say 60,000, 60 million, 333,049 global cases of COVID-19. So we have 60.3 million. The global death toll is 1,420,462. Excuse me. U.S. confirmed is 12,770,716. The U.S. death toll is 262,145. So I'm going to repeat that again. U.S. confirmed cases is 12,770,706, and the U.S. death toll is 262,145. And according to new infections today, we had over 172,000 new COVID infections. So 172,000, excuse me. So we had over 172,000 new infections. So 172,935 according to today, November 25th, 2020, the day before Thanksgiving. Is that because it's not awesome. Now I'm going to go to the New York Times COVID map. You can subscribe to it for free. It's only free for COVID only. So with the most 218,823. California, 1,162,367. Florida, 961,668. Illinois, 686,855. They almost have 700,000 within a couple of days. That's insane. New York, 618,023. Georgia, 441,737. Wisconsin, 392,443. Ohio, 382,143. Michigan, 352,052. And North Carolina rounds out that top 10 with 348,102. But then you have other states like Indiana, which is climbing up, is going to surpass New Jersey at 727. And then you have another state, Iowa, at 219,610. She just put down stricter laws, the Republican governor there. And North Dakota's been an interesting one because their infection rate is over 50%. And they just surpassed North Dakota. And they have 76,142. They're going to surpass Puerto Rico. They're going to surpass some of these other states because they're in the red zone. And she still did not put, Kristi Noem of North Dakota still have not put a mask mandate, and she's not going to. I guess she wants more of a population, which is the Native American population there. She just wants them to get sick because she doesn't give a damn. I mean, after all, the biggest motorcycle parade was led in her state, and she didn't give a shit. And I always say we have no national strategy to combat this thing from the White House and from the GOP Senate, particularly. There's no relief. and the Senate won't reconvene, till Monday. And you think they're going to come up with a plan? I highly doubt it. And if they do, they're going to come up with something that is skinny, that is not going to help the people in their communities. And most of the GOP folks that represents that, you want me to research the recoveries? Oh, okay, I can do that really quickly. And for the GOP to for the GOP to have the most poorest, because they represent the most poorest counties. These senators represent the most poorest counties, and you think they give a shit? No. They are subservient to, if I'm saying the word right, to their freaking corporate donors. Yeah. It's the Democrats that's doing the work, but everyone's saying they're not doing anything when they are negotiating, and it's Mitch McConnell who's not even coming to the negotiation table because he doesn't want to. Nor does the occupant in the White House. So, you asked for recoveries, Elizabeth. You got it. I'm going to go to the New York Times COVID map. To the coronavirus map from the Johns Hopkins website. And I'm going to go to the desktop version. Dear Lord. Now COVID's in 191 countries, not 189. It moved from 187 to 189 to 191 countries on the globe. So the recovery rate, the highest recovery rate is in New York at 84, well, one of the highest and not the full highest, at 84,010. That's in my home state of New York, in my native state, and where I live at now. Yeah, we're learning about this virus every day, Elizabeth, and epidemiologists and other scientists are still studying this virus. They've been studying this virus since 1985, and this is a different strand of a flu. This is a different strand of the coronavirus, to be exact. So, of course, it's a lot of things that they're still researching. So it's pretty much crazy. Okay. Texas have over 935 people that recovered, but still, the antibodies don't last only but to 3 months. California is not, they surpassed their death rates of New Jersey. And even though their recovery rate has not been reported, nor Florida's. New Jersey recovered 42,125 people recovered. Which state is this? Massachusetts recovered 145,682 people recovered. So these recovery rates are good, but it still doesn't matter because at the end of the day, we still almost have 13 million cases. And even though some of these people recover from the coronavirus, they have last-longing pre-existing conditions. Some people had asthma. I know someone that had the coronavirus now has asthma on top of her diabetes. There's people that have like other breathing issues, kidney dialysis. So they have a lot of things. Oh, so you're one of those people that asked for the recovery because you think that the GOP is doing something. The GOP was doing something while we got 12 million cases. If the GOP is doing something, why is Mike Pence not doing anything to combat this thing? Why doesn't he have a national strategy? So MJ, when you come on this live and ask me questions, make sure you cite your sources. Because I cite mine. And I don't do it because of you. I do it because I want to. The homeless rate is crazy. It's a lot. I can't even imagine the numbers because the numbers have not been reported for the homelessness. But by next month, people are going to be homeless and it's going to be cold in most places. It's going to be cold as shit. But that's where we are with the coronavirus, people. People dying and, Trump does not care. He's still in his feelings about this election, and he's going to be in his feelings about this election forever. But I would like to draw your attention to his pardoning of Michael Flynn, who lied to Congress, but is pardoned. But what I learned about pardon, it doesn't mean that you're pardoned for the other charges that he's about to receive, because Judge Sullivan ain't playing. No games. And it looks like he might be facing more charges. Well, who knows? We'll see how this plays out. But I said birds of a feather will flock together. Donald Trump is a whole ass criminal. Well, he's a punk ass criminal at that, because he's scared of jail. He always been scared of jail. I mean, for crying out loud, he was an informant for the FBI back in the 80s. That's much shit he talks about the Intelligence Committee. He was a whole ass fucking criminal. No, a bona fide cheese eater. A criminal and a bona fide cheese eater. Bona fide cheese eater means you're a whole ass snitch. You're a motherfucking snitch at that. So that's what Donald Trump is. But we'll see what happens with this whole pardoning thing. I won't be surprised if he pardons Elizabeth said yes. I won't be surprised if he pardons Paul Manafort. I won't be surprised. Not at all. Nor the other people, except for Michael Cohen. He won't pardon them. But he'll pardon the rest of these motherfuckers. And that's how I look at it. But these progressives and moderates fighting gets on my nerves. And now it's like some of the progressives are starting to get on my last entire nerves. Really get on my nerves. Why can't Democrats just learn how to take a win? Like, why we cannot enjoy a win? Why do we always got to have a policy debate amongst each other and not with the other side? That's very true, Errol. I mean, like, but why? Why do people got smoke within the people within their party? I don't understand it. When the other side is inflicting harm on the American people and the democracy. People that took their motherfucking ass home to do what? Mitch McConnell didn't even talk about relief, and he appointed judges. And you progressives are fighting with people within your party over policy when we just won the fucking White House and shit, when we still got control of the House. Y'all mad about a fucking phone call that got fucking leaked? So what? We still got majority of the House of Representatives. And we need to focus on the fucking Senate, because that is the place that determines bills and determines Biden and Harris's agenda. The fuck is wrong with y'all? And people are like, oh, Shanti, you criticize progressives too much. It's not just that. What they're doing is not progressive. That's one. Fighting amongst people. Progressives are supposed to be the most inclusive motherfuckers in the planet. And y'all fighting with people? Yeah, I had that talk with my mom tonight over the phone and my sisters. I'm like, these goddamn fucking progressives. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, why? Why do you fight amongst each other? It makes no fucking sense. Like, Jesus Christ, it makes no sense. Y'all need to fight with Mitch McConnell. Y'all need to get up in his office and bang on his door and protest in front of his door, Sunrise Movement, instead of protesting in Washington for the wrong motherfucker, Joe Biden, who is in Delaware, trying to find a way to tackle COVID-19 and combat the climate and all of that stuff. Why y'all got too much smoke for the Democratic president that will actually listen to y'all stupid asses? Instead of Mitch McConnell, who doesn't give a fuck, is at home right now with Connie making milk and cookies, or having milk and cookies. Planning her life after the Trump administration, because she ain't got no job after January 2021. Like, I don't understand. Y'all need to have all this smoke for Mitch McConnell, for Lindsey Olin Graham, for Michael Lee, for Rafael Edward Cruz, for Marco Rubio, for Josh Hawley's Smurf-looking ass, for Thomas Tillis, for Joni Ernst, Marsha Blackburn, Mike Braun. Y'all need to have all these smoke. Susan Collins, Lisa Murkowski, have smoke for them. Why y'all have smoke for the fucking elected officials that's actually trying to do something for the American people and is trying to save our democracy? Please tell me. I want to know. Sunrise Movement, Justice Democrats, the newly elected Congress, people in the House. Why y'all protesting Biden be brave? Stop fucking fighting amongst each other. You look fucking stupid. You're giving the media every reason to write bad narratives about the Democratic Party, which we're the party that's trying to save the whole country at this point and salvage our reputation across the world. Cut the fucking shit. That's my take. But to end this, I want to say Thanksgiving is a time of giving thanks. And I mentioned these numbers about COVID because I know some people's going to travel to see their family, which is crazy and risky. I don't understand when people on TV and even epidemiologists have told your ass to stay the fuck home. So I'm telling you, if you don't live near your parents, if you don't live in the same state and the same area as your parents, stay your ass home. I live in the same city as my parents, so I will see my mom and my dad tomorrow, but I'll be wearing my mask. And for those who do live in the same area as your parents, keep your mask on for your parents. And the parents are going to make sure to put up the open up the windows and put on the fan to keep the ventilation in the air so the virus won't spread. Don't have no more than, people say 10 people in your house. No, have no more than 5 people at your house. And less. If your kids could go pick up their dinner, let them pick up their dinner. If we want Thanksgiving to happen forevermore, you will know not to touch your family, not to hug your family. Trust me, I won't be touching my family. I won't not putting my hands on my family. I will wave, hi mom, because I haven't seen her in 8 months. I'll bring my own Tupperware. Hello, my own Tupperware. Even my own forks, my own plastic forks. You're damn straight. Because this virus is crazy. That's fun. You get to eat outside tomorrow. I live in New York. We can't eat outside. It's going to be fucking raining tomorrow. And cold at that. I don't give a fuck what you say. But I'm going to end this right here. Oh, nice for you to see you in UK. Stay safe. Be blessed. And don't touch your family. And wash your hands and wear your mask. And social distance. But until then, you have a good night.